Hey, good morning from Milan, from the Beyond the Rings ground team. This is Jeff. Today I'm joined by Corey.
How do you do?
Today is day 6, February 11th. It's so easy to lose track of time, isn't it, Corey?
Yeah, it is.
So I wanted to bring Corey on with me this morning, mainly because I wanted you all to see that the Beyond the Rings is more than just Jeff. And I'm here with a great group of guys from Bayou View Baptist Church out of Gulfport, Mississippi. And last night, Corey shared something really interesting when we were sitting around as a team sharing out about our day and about his experience so far. So, Corey, what was it you were telling us last night about what you've kind of an eye opener that you've experienced in being here?
Well, gee, where do I start? How do I start? Let's see. Well, I guess I can say this, coming from, living in U.S. for so long, not saying nothing negative, nothing. It just is what it is. And you stay in one place for so long, and that's all you know is where you're from. You're fed, some kind of perspective from your surroundings, your culture, or whatever about the rest of the world. Whether it be good or bad, it just is what it is. And I have to say that um, it's been such a liberating feeling to come across the Atlantic to Europe and here in Italy, where the entire world is sitting right now for the Olympics, and talk to people from all across the world that I would never get to talk to at home because, I'm all the way over there because, being in the U.S., I got no reason to go nowhere because I got everything I need. It's so big. So anyway, but here, people here in Europe, and even on this side of the planet, are used to traveling to and fro and used to one another. And I'm seeing people that I didn't know exist as far as mentality and culture and way of being. In other words, my stereotypes that have been fed to me that I didn't know that I had stuck in my head have been shattered. You know what I mean? I have talked to people from China, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia, and Egypt, and all other kinds of places that. And I'm not trying to say nothing bad. I'm not trying to say nothing protesting or anything like
No,
that. But
no.
it's made it so much easier that to know that what I have developed over time from being in the culture that I'm in that has been shattered, that it makes it easier to witness the gospel to people, even though I should already have faith in God to begin with.
Well, but that's
But
an
I
interesting perspective, right? I mean,
Right.
we know as Christ followers, we're to love all people, love our enemies, but to take that knowledge and to apply it practically,
Yeah.
we think we're doing it at one level, but it's almost like taking it to a different level, isn't it?
Well, actually, yeah, I guess, but actually to the level it ought to be. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yep.
It
Yeah.
really is.
Sure. Absolutely.
And I'm really taken back by the people who people actually want to talk to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not used to that, which is a good thing. It's a great thing.
Yeah.
And actually, I find myself falling in love with people that I don't even know and never even seen before.
Tell quickly. Tell us about the encounter you had with the two men who, at the end of it, you told him you loved him.
Yeah. Okay. So here's the way I've been doing it. I guess because of a personality thing, I walk around and I ask. Sometimes I intrude on people's space, but most of the time I ask the Lord, will you please give me somebody to talk to, or who would you have me to talk to? Or I know I've already talked to 2 or 3 people today. If that's it, then I'll be content with your will. But if there's anybody else, and usually when that happens, somebody just happens to show up in my space and they don't know they're in my space. Not that it's my space, but nevertheless. So these two guys showed up. This is just one instance. These two guys showed up right there by some steps where I was standing, and they looked Middle Eastern, and they were. They were from Pakistan. And I could tell by their dress that they were Muslims. And of course, I'm thinking, being a goofy gringo American, how do I talk to these guys? I don't even know if they speak English. Which another surprise to me is that people over here speak English more often than not. So anyway, I talked to these guys, and I made myself talk to them because I realized I think that the Lord wanted me to talk to them. So I talked to them about the Lord, and then I talked to them about why we're here and stuff, and they told me a little bit about themselves. What I found interesting is that he didn't tell me he was a Muslim, even though I could tell he was just by the garb that he had on. But anyway, I asked him if he was a Muslim, and he said he was, and then we got to talking about different cultures and stuff like that, and he said the same thing that I have said. He said it's a shame that governments and kings and rulers play countries off against each other, and we have the media that we have that tell us what to think. And then we concluded with the fact that we just totally enjoyed each other's company to the point that You know, I told the man that I loved him. He told me he loved me too, and he wanted to buy me a hamburger. You know, this is not these are not the extremists I've been told about. It's kind of like these are not the droids you're looking for.
Right. Well, and see, that is such a great perspective, and that's why I asked Corey to be with me this morning and to share that with you guys, because it is truly a unique atmosphere at the Olympics, and that's why I'm so passionate about being here. And what I love about it is, for me personally, and I've seen it in so many other people, it helps us expand the understanding of God's call for us for the gospel. Because as we were talking last night, I shared with you that um, they're not bad people, even if they are quote unquote enemies. As country against country, we're called to love our enemies.
Right.
But what we discover at the end of the day is that every human being, not just discovered, we're experiencing, every human being is the image bearer of God. And for that reason alone, they're due dignity, honor, and respect. And it's such a unique opportunity to be here. And every day, we have a 17-day window. Every day, the window of opportunity closes a little bit more. That's why for us, we're tired, we're weary, we're sore, we're cold, but we get up, we go out every day, we get on a crowded bus, we get on a crowded subway, we go to a crowded plaza where people from all over the world are gathering, so that we can look for opportunities to engage in opportunities that person God has for us next. So thank you for watching and staying tuned to what we're doing here. Thank you for your prayers. They are impacting and making a difference. Please continue to pray. You're the support team. You're the Beyond the Ring support team. You praying, you telling others, sharing about what God's doing here with others, your small groups, your churches, your neighbors, the person at the store when they talk about the Olympics. Hey, some of our friends are there talking to people about Jesus. It's making a difference. God is being made much of, and we're pointing people to Christ. So thank you for tuning in with us today. Corey, thank you for joining us. Any last words you'd like to say?
This has been put in a new context, not a new, but a better perspective of what the scriptures says, that all nations praise the Lord. You know,
Yep, absolutely.
It says it all over the Psalms, and you get to see it from the world perspective, by being amongst the entire world. Right here in Milan, Italy.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Corey. And for me, quick shout out to my students in South St. Louis County, Concord students. Love you, miss you. It's a Wednesday. Have fun tonight. Be nice to the leaders. We'll see you soon.